Quarterback John Elway faces a giant task today as he tries to elude a punishing posse of New York defenders, led by outside linebackers number 58 Carl Banks, number 56 Lawrence Taylor, that have stopped opposing quarterbacks in 3 consecutive games. Danny White, Ron Jaworski, Tommy Kramer, all KO'd. Meanwhile, Giants veteran quarterback Phil Simms will be the target of Denver's destroyers. Number 77, Carl Mecklenburg, and number 75, Rulon Jones. Between them, they have 21 sacks this year. The defensive traps are set. The Broncos and the Giants. One will escape today with a 10-2 record. The National Broadcasting Company presents the National Football League. Today from Giant Stadium, it's the first place Denver Broncos and the first place New York Giants. Today's action brought to you by Mazda Cars and Trucks. The more you look, the more you like Mazda value. By Bud Light. Everything else is just a light. And by Harris Corporation and their Lanier Business Product Divisions. Lanier, we're easy to use. Giant Stadium sold out on this November afternoon, 76,000 plus at East Rutherford, New Jersey, to see 2 quality teams, the Denver Broncos and the New York Giants. Hello, everyone. Dick Enberg with Merlin Olsen. Boy, it's straight this time of the year. 5 games to go. They have it boiled down to 2 teams. Well, at least their fans feel these are 2 Super Bowl candidates. The Denver Broncos, their lead has shrunk in the West to 1 game over the Raiders. They're 9-2. Are the Broncos, and the New York Giants in a dogfight with Dallas and, of course, with Washington.
Dick, I think neither of these teams would be 9-2 without great performance by the defense. The backbone of both of these teams, a powerful and crushing defense.
But you favor the Giants. Why?
I think the Giants have 2 big things going for them today. First, the fact that they're on their home turf. This is their stadium and their crowd. I think if this game were being played in Denver, they would probably be favored today. The other thing they have going for them is a better balance on offense. And you tip that balance in favor of number 20, Joe Morris. That great little running back who is number 2 in the NFL. On behalf of all of those at NBC that work with you, from Art Watson to Mike Weissman, right on down through the whole team, how proud we are of you.
Well, it's a team win. Here goes the field goal try by Allegre to start the second quarter, and the Giants have tied it up at 3-all. 31 yards for Allegre. And with that, this is what's really important in our lives. We have a commercial break. It's tied at 3-all, early second quarter. Robbins thinks about what almost happened, and Landetta says, hey, that was too close.
He also said the snap was high, forced me out of my rhythm. You see him talking to the center there.
Now let's see what the Broncos do on first down. Leonard Marshall was there first. And Jim Burt finished the job.
Well, we talked about wanted men, about putting those quarterbacks down. Been a while coming, but the Giants finally get there. Marshall grabs the shoulder of Elway. Burt there to polish him off, and all of Elway's ideas about getting out of that one quickly disappeared.
I don't know how they'll divide up that sack. Probably a half apiece, wouldn't you think?
I think the first man gets it. It'll be Marshall's sack.
We'll have all the scores and the highlights for you, as well as Ensign McCallum talking about his Navy NFL experience. How he can work 2 jobs in one. Down the middle to Jackson, and that is going to be rolled, a fumble. Kenny Hill has it. Ball whistled dead back where Hill fell on the football as they ripped it away from Jackson. Giants get it at the 43.
Elway, under great pressure from Marshall, able to get that pass on target. Catch made, both feet down. The end of the play now as Jackson makes the cut right here, and Elway has that ball in the air. Jackson will go up and make the catch. Watch his feet come down. Got both feet on the ground. And then, before he can hit the ground, the ball is stripped away. Fine defensive play. An alert pounce by Hill, and the Giants have an opportunity offensively.
Credit 23 Perry Williams for forcing the fumble. The first turnover.
Real good test for the Giant defense. They're back to the wall in this situation.
1:05 remaining in the half. Intercepted by George Martin. He's going to go all the way if Elway can't get him. 20. Martin has a touchdown. George Martin's 7th touchdown, 6 from a defensive position, an NFL record, 78 yards. Talk about big plays. That was a huge play for the New York Giants.
And what a dramatic turnaround. It appeared that the Denver Broncos were going to have a chance to add to their lead. And suddenly, George Martin jumped up and bit him.
Allegre's point after. 10-6 New York.
The interesting thing to me, Dick, about that run is that Martin wanted to lateral the ball. He didn't want to keep it as he headed down the sideline.
He had Lawrence Taylor behind him.
He had Taylor behind him. Here's the little fake outside. They're trying to just throw it to the out man here. Little flare outside. Martin jumps up. Great one-handed grab.
He was a basketball player in Oregon.
Now look at this. He wants to lateral the football. He's trying to lateral it to Lawrence Taylor. Elway gets a hold of him, and he just runs out of that block. Now Taylor says, well, you're going to carry it. Let me get a block for you. Billy Bryant, 64 down there, and gets one block. There's a second block down there. And Martin, without benefit of a gas station, carried it into the end zone.
The fans here at Giants Stadium roaring as they watch the instant replay. The Giants were one of only 11 NFL teams through the first 11 games not to get a touchdown on a return, make that one of 9. And now they've added theirs to the list of those who have scored on either an interception or a punt or kick return or a fumble.
With those 5 field goals, and the winner in the final seconds will now get an opportunity to kick one that's just beyond the 45-yard mark.
He's got it. So Allegre, who hit one 31 yards in the second quarter, nails one from 45, and the Giants open a 13-6 lead. All right, Ahmad here after the penalty. First down for the Broncos at the 33 of the Giants. Elway has a man wide open. It's Mobley again. He fumbles, and the Giants have it. George Martin again. A flag is down back where Elway threw the ball, but it's against Denver. So the Giants decline. Giants get it back. The omnipresent George Martin gathers the pumpkin again.
Holding, number 60 offense. Penalties decline. First down.
Orson Mobley came in motion to the inside and then went back outside. Heads down the sideline. There's an assignment blown there as Mark Collins, the rookie, didn't see him stop until it was too late. But watch the ball bounce away here. good hit on the inside by Carson, 53. That ball already gone. And there's faithful George with his hands
We
up.
welcome those of you who've been watching Houston and Indianapolis. We understand there have been some technical difficulties. Dick Enberg and Merlin Olsen in Giants Stadium. This is the third down play for John Elway and the Broncos. They trail the Giants, and Elway goes down at the 18. Greg Lasker, number 46.
Lasker had come blitzing in from the outside. Elway could not find the open receiver. Tried to dog it up inside, as he has done so many times today. As mentioned earlier, he's still the leading rusher for this Bronco team today, but no yardage there.
Attempt by Raul Allegre. He's hit one from 45 his last time, and earlier from 31. The Giants lead by 7. Allegre continues his excellent field goal kicking, 3 for 3 today, and with 10:07 left, it's 16-9 New York. And Dan Reeves talked about that yesterday, although they've beaten the Raiders both times, so it's more than a one-game lead. Down the middle, open, and it's intercepted. Kennard, and Mobley makes the tackle at the 30-yard line. So Mobley was wide open, but Elway overshot the mark.
I think probably Terry Kennard would certainly be pronounced an all-pro on the season if he could always get that ball in his hands and catch it. He's dropped a lot of up down the middle. A great pass to keep that drive alive.
Second down and 12. Deep down the middle. McConkey to the 15. Let the clock run. 32-31. They're in easy field goal range. 36 yards to McConkey.
Well, Raul Allegre had a chance last week. He won the game for his team. He said he hadn't won a game since he finally got a chance at Indianapolis to kick an extra point. But that's unforgivable for the defense. Steve Wilson and Tony Lilly, the two closest men. McConkey splitting that zone. You can't let that deep receiver open when they've got that much space. And of course, Raul Allegre now saying, wow, 2 weeks, I got another chance here to have my team win a game.
One of the reasons that play was so wide open, Dennis Smith, the safety, was in on a safety blitz. You saw he was the man that was toppled high in the air by a blocker around Sims.
Tony Galbraith.
That opened it up.
Knocked him down. They had the blitz on. They did, and committing a man that way, obviously you'd expect single coverage downfield, but no one on Giants were to make a mistake. A bobbled snap, for example, they would not have a timeout here to stop the clock. So if this kick goes off as expected and is successful, they will feel that they did the right thing. But if they were able to bobble it, they would have another down, but no timeout to stop the clock.
Well, he was the star last week at Minnesota, and they put him stage center with a key light here in the Big Apple again today. Well, it's really a little big story today. Little Raul Allegre's 4 field goals and big George Martin's 78-yard rumble. That's been the offense, and the Giants lead 19-16 with 6 seconds left.
And the harsh reality is you'll take them any way you can get them and mark them in the L column.
Our thanks to Constanza's Core, help in the booth. Messrs. Miller, Sirkowski, Zipkowski, McLaughlin, Myron Hester, and Blackmore. George Martin. Oh my, he is our most valuable player. Sponsored by Budweiser. It was his 78-yard touchdown run with an interception, making a marvelous one-handed catch and then racing down the far sidelines. That is the difference in the game today. 4 field goals and Martin's touchdown. Congratulations from Budweiser. The contribution to the United Way on behalf of all of the MVPs around the National Football League made by Budweiser in honor of their performances.
And every bit as hard-nosed a game as we expected, dominated by the 2 defenses, but the critical errors were the difference. And
that's usually reserved for Parcells, that treatment. 4 seconds left. Broncos do not try to run the ball. They get the ball down on change of possession. Jim Ryan receiving that bounding kick, and it's one last shot. Well, we were at
learned
Anaheim Stadium. It's never over until the last.
Never over until it's over. And of course, what you have to hope for here is perhaps an interference call deep enough down the field that it keeps the play from ending, the game from ending.
Oh, a final desperation shot for Elway. He's got a strong arm. I'm not sure he can throw it 80 yards though.
Perry Williams about 30 yards downfield. Elway will put it up.
Well, that won't get the job done.
Sampson is trying to get yardage for the field goal, but the game is over. They're out of time.
New York Giants win it 19-16. So the Giants assure themselves at least a tie atop the NFC East, and pressure now on Denver. Their lead down to 1 over the Raiders.